But we did go, I did take them all shooting because the people that he had there prior to my guys, they knew how to hold it, but that was about it.
Okay.
Having a gun and shooting are kind of two different things. I took him shooting. I took all of them shooting. I took him, gave him a little lesson on how to get more accuracy on shooting a gun. So we did that, and me and Eazy went out shooting quite often. He loved that.
Were there any safety issues with Eazy-E being around gang members, particularly on the set of Real Motherfucking G's?
No, because they loved him. But we did have some security on the videos and stuff. That kind of stuff, we did have security. But we didn't have any issues because all those people loved Eazy. I mean, you had a mob of people that would have protected them.
Right.
So I don't think you would have had any issues over there, even though we did have security on those video shoots. We did. We insisted on it, but we never had any issues.
Wow. Okay.
But he was loved. But he was loved by the people in the street. I mean, Eazy was loved.
Yeah, Compton loved Eazy-E. Gangsters loved Eazy-E. Everybody loved Eazy-E. He just had that personality that made you fall in love with him. He was a jokester who was fun to be around. And according to most people I know who knew him, he was an all-around good guy. But how cool is this story of Mike Klein taking Eazy-E shooting? Because you would think that Eazy would know how to properly do that. But, when you grow up in the hood, that doesn't mean you're an expert. Just because you have a pistol at one point doesn't mean you're an expert at shooting. It just doesn't mean that. So to have someone like Mike Klein, who has the background he has in weaponry, martial arts, must have been a cool thing to see Mike Klein and Eazy-E letting off a few rounds. But I really enjoyed this interview with Mike Klein. It's one of those things that I'm going to remember for a long time because at the recording of this, there are no other interviews with Mike Klein, head of business affairs and security at Ruthless Records. There are no other interviews with him whatsoever. Yes, maybe if you're listening to this in the year 2053, yeah, maybe by now he's done a couple of interviews. But as of now, as of the recording of this, he has not done any interviews whatsoever. So this is a true exclusive that you are witnessing right now, my friends. So appreciate it. And please, I'm going to ask you, if you want to check out the full interview, because this was only the clip, I only played the clip. If you want to check out the full interview, go to the description, click on the link in the description. That's going to take you to NWA Stories with Lonzo. I want you to subscribe to NWA Stories with Lonzo. And then I want you to appreciate the full interview with Mike Klein, head of Ruthless Records Security and Business Affairs. No nonsense type of dude. He was the one running everything at Ruthless Records. So if you want to know anything about Ruthless Records that you didn't know before, this is the interview I want you to pay attention to. It's very, very important. And please stick around NWA Stories with Lonzo and check out some of the interviews that we've had in the past with other artists. I mean, we've interviewed everybody from Sir Mix-a-Lot to every member of NWA pretty much. A lot of dope interviews we have over there at NWA Stories with Lonzo. I do the show every single Tuesday with my homeboy Alonzo Williams, the godfather of West Coast hip hop. So please, make sure you guys go show some love to NWA Stories with Lonzo. But before you do that, I need you to hit that like button right here on my channel. Just go on and hit that like button for your boy real quick. Please hit that like button. That's all I'm asking. Well, it's not all I'm going to ask. I'm also going to ask, if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, you just might appreciate this bonus clip I'm about to play for you right now. Let's talk about something that has gotten some news as of late. Big story. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Maybe you are. Hopefully you are. About Keefe D being arrested for his involvement in the murder of Tupac. Have you been keeping up on that lately?
To some degree.
Okay.
To some degree,
Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Let's go back because Pac.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll start at the beginning. Let's go back to 96 because you were, what I'm assuming, deeply entrenched in hip-hop, at that time, especially West Coast hip-hop. But what do you remember about, your first feelings when you heard that Pac was killed in Las Vegas?
Man, that's one of the artists I didn't even get to mention when you mentioned who was my influence of hip-hop, right? But anything I forgot to say, but just Tupac is just always in the back of my mind, man, because he had a major influence in me, man. It impacted me like a motherfucker, man. And I remember it was, if I'm not mistaken, man, it was a Friday the 13th back
September
in '96,
13th.
man. I was on that 110 freeway, man. It was about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I know it came out like a 4:03 later on. It came out. But I remember, man, I was stuck on the 110, man, with my uncle about to go pick up this lady, man. And we heard it was a 92.3, man. Fucking the beat.
Yeah.
That they mentioned that, Tupac actually, passed away. And I remember crying, Dusty. I know I might sound a little whatever the fuck, man.
I cried when Eazy-E died, homie.
Hey, bro.
Don't even trip.
Damn. I mean, I cried. I teared up. And my uncle didn't really understand it when I started laughing. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Crying over Tupac. You didn't even know this cat. And by the way, it's Friday the 13th. And motherfucker starts laughing. But yeah, man, that shit rocked me, bro.
Yeah.
That shit rocked me, man. I was a fan, from the get-go, man. From hearing Tupac, not only hearing Tupac, but Above the Rim was really fucking relevant at that time, man. So I want to be wanted to portray fucking these characters for the movies and identify with Birdie a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And it just rocked me, man. I remember before he passed away, I bought the double cassette. I couldn't even afford the CD at that time, but I bought the double cassette from the warehouse, man. I think it was right there in Southgate off of Otis, man. And oh my God, man, I fell in love with the motherfucker, man. It was so cool, man. I remember opening up the cover and shit and folding up the credits and all of that and folding it back up and reading them again, and it was just nuts, man. It affected me a lot, a whole lot, man. That's for sure, man. I was really saddened by the story, man, at that time, man.
Yeah. And Biggie 6 months later, I don't know how big of a fan you were. I wasn't necessarily a huge fan at the time. I didn't appreciate Biggie, unfortunately, until later on. But after his death, literally is when I was like, this motherfucker's dope. Now to this day, he's obviously one of my favorites. But, just as a hip-hop head back then, what were you thinking when, oh shit, Pac, they killed Pac, and then 6 months later, they're killing Biggie?
I'm going to be real, man. I remember when that shit was fuck Bad Boy, man. I was on some fucking death row. I was too.
I can't even lie, dog. Isn't that crazy? They had the streets. I was the same way, homie. I know hit him up literally word for word, dog. From everything he says, from fuck that bitch to the last word he says on that song. That's crazy.
I mean, I gotta agree with you with that, because me too, man. And I remember when Pac went out, man. It was like, fuck them all. And, and again, man, I was 11 years old at this time. I didn't really know much of the Get Down. Right. And obviously, I didn't know the information that we know now after all these years that came along, man. You know what I'm saying? What really went down, and still, even probably was been put out there, you know what I'm saying? It's still a little blurry or whatnot, man, or what really went down with Tupac. But as far as for Biggie, man, I didn't get to appreciate his music as well until after he passed away, man. After he passed away, again, man, it was just something that I remember hearing that one song, "You Ain't Nobody Till Somebody Kill You." Oh man, that line from the death.
Crazy,
yes sir,
till somebody
kills you, and man, and that was so true. Cause this dude, I mean, at least in my opinion, man, even though Biggie was out there, he didn't come, at least, he didn't get the recognition, at least at that time, until fucking Tupac said, fuck you or fuck your bitch type shit. You know what I mean? Kind of gave him the light or whatnot, or even though he had the platform or whatnot, it was just enhanced by this beef, and the dude didn't even really became somebody, at least to me, in my opinion, man, when he actually, got killed and got murdered, man. And it's sad, bro. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the streets are the streets, man, and I mean, some of us that are really, really intertwined with the streets and whatnot knows the potentially outcome, man. Right? No matter how much talent you got, no matter how much of a bad artist or a fucking good businessman you are, you involved in the streets, man. You're living by this fucking code that only these cats in the streets know about, man. And sometimes this code is not even respected, man. You feel me? It was just sad, man. It was just definitely sad. It was a definitely wasted talent, man. But at the particular moment in time, I feel like obviously, man, it was probably even not necessary, man. But again, man, it impacted a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? And it at least made me realize the shit that fuck, man. We gotta be careful. Definitely gotta be careful on the decisions that we make and even who we hang around with, man. Because after all these years, you know, like I mentioned, like all these things that are coming out, you know, from that MGM fight, you know what I'm saying, homie getting jumped and whatnot, like that's street shit, man. That's street shit. And Tupac, at least my opinion, man, shouldn't have ever fucking done none of that. Motherfucker was a rapper, nigga. Keep it fucking with the rapping shit, you know. But I can understand though, man, because I've been in that position too, man. Well, being down with some of these cats on the streets, man, you totally forget about your fucking line. What line you pushing? You're rolling with them, like, well, we're gonna die with them type shit. So I can totally understand Pac, man. And you know, and at the end of the day, I think Biggie was just fucking got caught up in the crossfire with all that beef shit, man. And again, who am I to say what really happened? We really know. But as far as all these TPD interviews, man, just the first one I heard, like, this motherfucker was just basically, like, telling on himself. I don't know if he fucking thought he had immunity or what the fuck it was, bro. But it was just fucking weird, you know? And he motherfucker was just talking too clear as day. I wouldn't be surprised if that motherfucker admitted to fucking probably pulling the trigger, bro. He was so fucking, giving rounded edges answers and shit.
Trip out on this, dog.
Like, man.
Trip out on this. There's a clip on YouTube that's viral of him. So DJ Vlad asks Keefy D a question. He says, or he gives him a statement. I'm sorry. He says Mike Tyson would love to have 5 seconds in a room with the killer of Tupac, and Keefy D's response was, "I only need 1 second." This motherfucker just like, really, dog? All these are coming out obviously now because he's arrested. They're all like, these are all the times he snitched on himself, man.
Right, and that's just one of many, man. Because I did see that clip as well. You know what I'm saying? And then he followed it up with that. That dude's a boxer. He's not a gangster like me or some shit like that.
Right, exactly. Saying he'll shoot him or something along those lines. Yeah, man. And again, bro, like it's a trip, man. It's a trip how this fucking, you know, how these solving cases, man. People are solving cases by these fucking social media platforms, man. Isn't that crazy?
And, you know, and even on these, that's fucking nuts, bro. That's nuts. And again, it's just again, me personally, man. Like, I'm not on social media, but from a distance and far, man, I can see the evil behind it, man. Like, the social media could be used as a tool, you know. Like, and let's just say, for example, like you and your channel right here, right? Like, it's something that, you know what I mean. You could push out your art and whatnot, right? Like being a narrator to the culture and whatnot, right? Or this shit could be used for fucking negative shit, you know what I'm saying? And putting people down and getting people caught up on some bullshit over something that was said on a platform like this. Motherfuckers getting smoked, bro. Let alone on social media, you know what I'm saying? Calling each other out. Motherfuckers are flashing guns. Like, to me, that's some fucking, like, oh my God, just go to the police station and turn yourself in, dick. You know what I mean? The fuck is that all about? But again, Dusty, like, this is the generation we live today, man. Like, I even totally understand these youngsters or whoever out there doing that shit. It is what it is. That's the only way, I guess, to be acknowledged or to be seen or to feel part of, I guess. Maybe if you would have had that shit at that time, you know, when we were growing up, we would have probably been on that shit doing the same stupid shit at that time. Yeah. But because me personally, because I'm older, man, like, and I see that a little bit, like, this is no fucking good. Like, no good at all. Like, this shit could be used, like I said, for good, to benefit you and enhance your life, or to basically end your fucking life sooner than what it's supposed to be, man. And that's something that we got to educate our children, man, and really keep an eye on our nieces and nephews of what the fuck they doing on here with this shit, man, because you never know, man. Motherfuckers could get, you know, caught up down the street simply just going to the liquor store, man, and going by something. And over somebody's comment, you know, motherfuckers tripping out, gangbanging on each other over comments and shit. Like, it's just crazy, bro. It's just fucking nuts.